Hey to all those who are on Facebook watching me live. Sorry, I was losing my connection. I didn't want to waste time trying to figure it out how to fix it. I don't know much about tech, so I'm going to tape it and then we'll post it. If anybody wants to do the cardio later, you'll have it. Sorry, if you did do it at noontime, excellent work. I'm proud of you. For those who are just going to do it now while you use the video recording, have at it. All right, we're going to do a 5-minute warm-up. I'm doing some leg kicks out in front of me, just lifting those legs up nice and straight. Okay, I'm doing some butt kicks, trying to reach from my heels to my glutes. Just shake those legs out. As you take your steps, do some calf raises and get the blood flowing. This is going to be for 5 minutes. You can move your arms too, so the blood doesn't get stuck in your heart or stomach, and make sure you're getting the circulation going, because sometimes my fingers can go numb too. All right, I thought about going inside today on the bike so that I wasn't shaky or didn't have sounds around me, but it's just too nice out. I couldn't handle it. We're cooped up like crazy, so there was really no other option. Hopefully you will get outside. Even if you go for a walk with me on this, do it, okay? You do not have to follow my specific instructions the whole time. They are just suggestions, all right? We're gonna go from light to jogging, maybe pick it up a little bit when you're ready to challenge yourself, and then we'll cool down again, okay? So we have a 5-minute warm-up. We're more than halfway through that right now. Then we're gonna go for about 35 minutes of steady state cardio for as long as you can handle it. And then another 5-minute cool down. It's beautiful outside. It's so funny when cars go by. I feel so weird because I'm not much of a limelight person, nor a selfie person, and I barely post on social media until it comes to times like this. I want to reach out and send you guys some workouts, so bear with me, and hopefully you guys use this in the future. Just going to get you through. So our warm-up's almost done. I want you to pick up your pace a little bit. If you're walking, a little bit faster. If you're an avid runner, go for it. You can lightly jog right now. I'm going to take you through my little path near home that I go through. Going a little backwards though, because I want to save the hill for last. It's not that tragic, but it'll definitely get the heart rate going. So I want to be nice and warmed up before we get there. All right, if you're still walking, let's pick up that pace a little bit. If you are an avid jogger, pick up your pace to what's comfortable for you. Now that we just kind of finished our warm-up, feel free to do some high knees, some marches, keep those legs going, hips going. Breathe in that fresh air. I just taped a meditation earlier. Sun salutation, baby. I know many of you might remember that from our regen classes at the Y. They call it Recharge now. And we have Wellness Wednesdays for the Y of Greater Boston right now. Every day we're trying to do something, help our members keep moving. So I was asked to do Wellness Wednesdays, and you know, I was pumped about that. So I did a sun salutation today. I taped it. It was about 8 minutes. I did send that off in case anybody wants to go through that. At this point, you should be feeling the air. It's a little crisp out here today, so breathing might be a little bit more difficult than you were expecting. If you're still walking, keep it up. If you can pick up that pace a little bit, go for it. Now, I'm gonna sound a little bit more out of breath than you should right now, only because I'm trying to talk and jog. And I'm not much of a jogger, but I've gotten a few in lately. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth when you get out of breath. Remember, this is a steady state. If you're like me, you gotta remind yourself, pace, pace, pace. Can't go out too fast. It's a little bit cooler on the hands than I thought it was gonna be, but we'll warm up. Today is Tuesday. How many workouts have you done this week? Did you work out all week last week? At least a couple times? Did you get out of the house? We had some beautiful, gorgeous days last week, and another one today. It was a little rough yesterday with all that dark rain, cold too. But now look at this day. So right now we're staying steady, not changing our pace at all. Try to keep your head up and take a note on your breathing. If at any point you need to stop or slow down, go for it. If at any point you need to challenge yourself, pick it up. The one positive thing about me taping versus being live is I can see the timer. Live Facebook doesn't tell me how long I was going, so we might have been out there for 2 hours, pals. Just kidding. I don't think I'd ever run for 2 hours. All right, keep breathing. If you're on a machine, elliptical, bike, see if you can pick it up a little bit. Increase that resistance or incline. Even if it's just one notch, okay? We got 45 minutes to challenge yourselves. You don't have to go crazy right from the beginning. Keep breathing. For those of you that are watching this, I attempted to go live on Facebook, lost my internet connection. What a bummer. But that's okay. We'll tape it and post it, and whoever can use it, can use it. Now you guys get to see me work. I don't know if I like this. Maybe I should turn it around so you can see the scenery. Slight decline for me right now, so those that are walking, slow it down. Those that are on machines inside, bring down that resistance or incline. Whew, the fun part. Slight decline. I want you guys to think about a few things while you're on your cardio session with me. First thing is goals for 2020. I know with all this stuff that's going on, it's hard to remember or take the time to think back, but let's do it right now. Did you set any goals for 2020? Every year I run a goals seminar, and this year I'm over at the YMCA of Greater Boston in Waltham, and I missed doing it at Fit It In, but I did do it anyway. We went through our whole annual roadmap, set up our big 5 for the year, big, hairy, audacious goal. And I'm gonna go back and look at them when I get home. One of my goals was to get to Hawaii, and I did it. Thanks, Ma. We had a blast. A couple of my other goals, I always like to set a financial goal, saving some money. Right now, good and bad, right? Can't go out to eat and get all those drinks anymore. Slight incline, add that resistance, add that inclining your machines. Okay, we are 8 minutes in. Doing a little loop around this little parking lot here. It's at our local VFW. Thanks to all those veterans out there. A little shout out. Back down a little decline if you want to decrease your resistance and your incline, go for it. Now you should be feeling like your lungs are opening up a little bit. I'm feeling better. Remember, this is a little bit of steady state cardio right now. It's good to get the blood flowing, good change of pace. Doing high intensity circuits is awesome, and I friggin' love them, but it's good to get some steady state cardio in. Change is what the body loves, and you gotta treat your body right. Going hard, hard, hard with those intense circuits, day in and day out. Little incline here, increase that resistance, that speed, incline on your machine, and keep it up. Breathe if you're with me. Back to our goals. If you haven't set any goals, let's just take a couple minutes to reflect on some things we'd like to accomplish this year. And one thing I like to do is have a follow-up, still on that incline as you can tell. I like to have a follow-up goals workshop so that in times like this, where life throws you a curveball and everything changes, you might have to reset those goals, realign them. You don't have to give up though. It's just about resetting, not giving up. So perhaps, like me, you had a savings goal, and you have to reassess whether or not that's going to be realistic. And maybe you can't answer that today, but I know this month you'll be able to get closer to an answer. I pray and hope that many of you have a good situation lined up. Moving in to April and May. Breathe. Flat. I'm on a flat. A little bit of recovery here. That's what's great about the outdoors. Ever changing. I say steady state. It's not like being on a treadmill, baby. The roads will get you. Anyway, let's take about 30 seconds to reflect on some things that we want to focus on for our life in the next 3 months. Maybe it's spending good quality time with our families while we can. Maybe it's making the most of being indoors, coming up with a new hobby, doing something to share with people. Whatever it is, take your 30 seconds, see what comes to mind, pay attention, breathe in, and just let your mind wander. This is cardio that shouldn't be making you angry. You should just be getting your blood flowing. And when you do that, you get the mind to flow. So just keep breathing. Think about your life and a few things you could do over the next 90 days. If you need to slow down or walk it, go for it. This is about success. Just simply trying to get the blood flowing today. A little more than active recovery. We want to push ourselves a little bit more by the end of this session. Probably about 75 to 80%. Hopefully you guys have water with you wherever you are, but one hand has the phone, the other hand's keeping me going. So my plan is to hydrate the rest of the afternoon. The other thing I wanted to talk about as far as goals in your life is concerned this year is your one word. Anybody out there pick a one word for the year? I know it fitted in. We did this for quite a few years. Let me explain it to you. It's about picking a theme, not a resolution. Resolutions die in the first 30 days of the year. You know why? Because they're these lofty goals you wish you could have. They're not things you'll actually set out to do. And if you do, most likely they were too extreme and you'll give up. Not because you want to, because it's too much for where you are right now. So I'm going to ask you, think of a theme, one word that you can live by this year. For me, it's habits. Habits is my word. It came to me because I wanted to get rid of some bad habits, aka eating out, adult beverages. I mean, not all together, but just for a little while. And I also wanted to create good habits, right? Like doing these kind of things on days you don't feel like it. When it's easier to say no than get your ass moving. So, habits is my word. Keep it around me. Got my one word jewels by Karen Miller. Thank you. Got my bracelet. Now I can see it every day. Try to do that every year. Okay, at this point, if you need to slow down, go for it. We're almost halfway there, believe it or not. Went by faster than I thought. Probably from all my talking. If I'm annoying you, you have probably a mute button you could press or turn down your volume. Okay, try to pick up those feet. I can see that I'm starting to lag and get a little bit fatigued. As I turn my corner onto the street that has a hill, I'm gonna walk for just a minute. Let my legs relax. Get those hips up. That way I can get up that hill strong. If you're like me and you need that, go for it. If you're indoors pedaling away, just coast with me when I take that little break. I'll turn the screen around when I get there. There's actually a couple little hills, they're sneaky. Gonna go by a little horse farm here. By farm, I mean they have one horse. But I'll show it to you. Hopefully she's out. Keep breathing. We're almost at our little break, if you need it. If you do cardio all the time, I expect you to pick it up a little. This is where you get to choose. Slow it down so you can be successful throughout the whole 45 minutes, or pick it up because you do this regularly. Breathe. And where are we? Okay. See if I can turn it around. I can't turn you around on video. What a bummer. I'll physically turn the phone if the horse is out. This is where I'm looking right now. A little bit of a slowdown here for me. No horse today. Sorry, guys. All right, so like I said, small incline here. When I get around the top of that bend, a little bit of a bigger one. I'm slowing it down, kicking my legs around, doing some high knees, trying to keep myself going so that I can continue for a full 45 minutes without quitting. Everybody starts somewhere, including me, okay? There's no need to go out and kill yourself at the beginning. We want to feel hungry for our next workout. So sometimes doing a little bit less in the beginning is more beneficial. 2 months down the road, if we tape again, I'll expect you to go a little bit harder. All right, so I'm gonna start picking up my pace again. You guys can move with me. We're gonna breathe. Make sure you're still picking up those knees if you're outdoors running or walking with me. You wanna try to land on the entire foot at once. You don't wanna be just toe running, and you don't wanna be just heel slamming. You want that whole foot down, in control. Imagine your legs like wheels on a bike. Smooth circles your legs going. With every step, pushing your body forward smoothly. Hard to get in the rhythm, but once you do conserve energy. Slight incline here. Don't mind me getting out of breath. Man, am I happy the sun's out today. I don't want to be cooped up too long without it. Little decline here. Here's where you catch your breath. Slow it down on those declines. Be smart, right? Finish strong. That's what we want to do. I know how easy it is to go 100 miles an hour. There's the hill. Doesn't look like much on the camera, but once I get to it, you'll be able to tell. And I'm gonna really try to push it. So for those of you who are on a flat surface or on a bike or on a treadmill or on an elliptical, I really want you to pick it up starting right now. My hill is starting and I'm gonna go a little bit faster. Hey, let's get one of these peaks going in our running and our cardio. Breathe. Get yourself through. I think I'm gonna see a little peak of my myzo. Whew, how you guys feeling? Keep breathing, keep going, don't quit. Nice. Slow it down a little if you picked it up. If you went uphill, bring it back to a straightaway. This is a good one. Definitely need to slow myself down, but I made it up. Just over 20 minutes on my phone here. Continuing our loop for our cardio. Woo! Hope you guys are feeling good. I think we got time for another loop. See, putting 45 to 60 minutes on that cardio challenge was important. Anybody can get out there for 20 or 30. That extra 15 really extends you. Keeps you going. Keep yourself going. Have any words come to mind for your one-word theme? But any ideas for your goals? Maybe you need more meditation in your life. You need to learn how to slow down. Or maybe you need a little bit more energy. A little kick in the tail. All right. Going down a little decline here. You can pick it up if you're feeling good, or you can slow it down. All right. I am going to try to get a whole nother loop in. Going over a crosswalk now. Through downtown Pepperell. More people think I'm crazy. Between me working out in the front yard, the deck doing sun salutations, and now on the road with my phone, people think I'm crazy. Which they're right. I am. All right, now I want you to take some time, 30 seconds to a minute, reflecting on the best thing that's happened to you since January 1st. The very best thing. It's a big picture thought right there. Let a lot of thoughts come to mind, and then pick one and hold on to it. This is your journey down our flat road right now. Thinking about what your best moment was so far since January 1st. Sometimes it's easier to think about what just happened, but try hard to go back to January. Think about what it was. Did you meet someone new? Did you try something new? Change your job? Change your relationship? Did you actually write down your goals this year? Think about all the things. Where you've traveled to, what you've overcome, who you've met, what you've done for other people. Taking a right here, change it up. I need variety in my life. How about the books you've read this year? Anything good you can share with me after? During this spell of hard times we're in, started doing some puzzles. My neighbor's been dropping them off at the front door. Very nice of her. Keeps you occupied. Also been trying to get some yard work done. It's gonna be a slow process. It's wicked wet out there. If you can, guys, let's pick up the pace. 25 minutes into our total workout. I think we're gonna make it our full loop. If you're outside, I hope you guys got a good loop. If not, at least you're just continuing to go till we're ready to turn around. We are at the halfway point, so If all you've done is gone straight out, I want you to turn around now, start heading back. We have a 5-minute cool down at the end. Feel the air hit your face. Continue to inhale and exhale. Do not hold your breath. One step at a time. One step at a time. If you need to, stop and walk. We're finishing this successfully. We're finishing strong on minute 40. All right, hopefully you found your greatest moment of 2020 so far. And hopefully you've thought of a few things you want to do to make 2020 even better. Sorry, depending on how I hold my phone in my hand, sometimes it switches to a side view. I think the goal is for you to just be listening to me. Whew, I just got scared by a dog. It creep up on you. The key is to just keep breathing here, one step at a time. We're gonna do it. You're gonna make it. Remember to hydrate. If you brought your water, have some now. Have some for me too. And while we're on that topic, electrolytes are a great addition to your life. You can have them during your workouts, after your workouts, and before. Remember, we sweat more than just water. Going up an incline here. You're gonna hear me fatigue. It's not as easy as you think to talk and go. Especially going uphill. So, electrolytes. Good for the body. When you sweat, you're sweating out minerals and vitamins. Not just water, folks. And not just the Tito's from yesterday. Smallest inclines get me, man. I don't know how people become regular runners. I just don't get it. But I saw someone's post on Facebook to do something outside your comfort zone today, and this was it. I don't like to run. I don't necessarily like to be on video. And I don't like to be out of breath. So therefore, this is outside my comfort zone. Thank you very much. When you feel that fatigue, keep breathing. I'm right here with you. Don't quit, don't quit. You have it in you to pick it up a little? We're at 30 minutes just about. Time to finish our loop backwards. Nice little decline. Hopefully a walk by the farm that'll have the horse out this time. Oh yeah, nice little flat run here. My MyZone better be picking this up. When I get to that turn, I am gonna walk again because I wanna lead by example and remind you that we're supposed to be at 75 to 80%. Right now, I believe I'm in the 90. I just gotta get to this stop sign and I'll walk it off. That's how you challenge yourself. A little bit of challenge never hurt nobody. We just gotta learn how to recover. Recovery is so important. Once a week, if you work out regularly, you should be doing some recovery, active recovery. Foam rolling, stretching, yoga, meditation, water, electrolytes, hot, cold baths or showers. A bunch of ways you could do it, okay? Incorporate one. During your workouts, you need to recover too. If your workout is more than 15 minutes, you need to stop and breathe at some point. Almost at my stopping point to breathe. Trying to slow it down as I go. That way it's not a complete cold stop. Hi to the neighbors. You get to slow it down in about 10 seconds, but for now, keep pushing. One breath, one step at a time. Okay. You get to slow it down. Deep breaths. Going backwards on my loop here. I think I have just enough time to make it to the cool down. Gotta keep the pace up if I want to make it. Otherwise, I'll be sprinting to the finish. How's everybody feeling out there? Okay, you should have a thumb up. If you're miserable right now, slow it down, man. It's a sunny day. I didn't invite you along to kill you, just to have a good time in the sun. And if you are off from work and have a little extra time, my suggestion is do my Wellness Wednesday sun salutation. I sent it out in an email. I'll post it on Facebook soon. A little secret. I didn't have my phone sideways when I recorded. They say it's better video for online that way. Well, I forgot. So I haven't posted on Facebook yet, just in case they make me redo it. But I did send it to you. Are you hearing me breathing like this? I'm going at a slow pace and my heart rate is still going, man. This is good stuff. I want you to be sweating by the time you get home. If you haven't turned around yet, turn around. You might be faster than me, but now's the time to turn around if you're gonna hit up that cool down. Okay? Oh. As soon as I get to this bend here, I'll pick it up again. Okay, it's good to let the heart rate come down a little. It takes a little bit for that to happen after you stop. All right? Took me about a minute. Granted, half of that cool down was uphill. Remember, I'm doing our hill loop in reverse. Look at those shades. Gotta have the sunglasses on today. Got my croquis behind too. Man, it feels good. So make sure we're hydrating the rest of the day today. I know about you people on quarantine with your quarantinis. Okay? I have my fair share of adult beverages as well. Let's do a good job and keep up the hydration, okay? Keep up the workouts. Workouts are good for the mind, especially during this crisis.